Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to be taking a look at a couple of lighting products from our friends at Novostella. We've done several lighting reviews for products of theirs in the past, and they've sent me a couple more to take a look at with you, and I'm pretty excited about these. So this one is the Smart Multicolor String Light, and as you can see, they've got it kind of shown on the box here as sort of a couple light strings that are kind of their bulb effects, and they've got them strung up here on a fence, but they're really made for stringing over things as well. So I've got a plan to put these over my driveway, and we'll take a look at that in a little bit. And then they also have these permanent outdoor lights, which you can screw to your rooftop. So I'm not sure I'm actually going to do that, but I like that that is certainly an option. So before we go ahead and unbox these, let's take a quick peek at their website and see what they say about them. So their website is novostella.net. I will put a link to that in the description of this video. Here, as you can see, as I was talking about those string lights that you can kind of use for like a party and have over your party area, that's exactly what I'm intending to do with them. But they do have a number of products. I know last year we explored some of these colorful floodlights that you can control with your phone app. But they do all sorts of landscape and security lighting and so forth. But again, today we're going to take a look at the string bulbs and the permanent outdoor lights. So let's go ahead and click on the string lights first. One thing that we notice offhand, of course, you've got the app that you can control with your phone, but they also have the remote control. And that was one thing we thought last year could have made the lighting products a little bit better, is having that separate remote. So I'm glad that they're listening to us and incorporating these great features into their products. It looks like they have a couple of different lengths. So the ones we have today are the 91.2, but they also do 179. So the 91 foot length is going to run you $100, but I do have a coupon code for you if you're interested to get 20% off. You can use the code Happy Haunting and save a little bit of money, but you could also get 179 length. As we can see on the top there, they did have a 30-day money-back guarantee. They also have a 2-year warranty, free expedited shipping, so lots of good bonuses for your purchase if you make it through their website here. But you can customize your own effects using that app and a little bit on the remote control. They're weather waterproof, thankfully. I've had them out in the rain for several days now, so we'll test them and see how they look. You can connect them together for lots of different applications, and it looks like they've got a couple of 4- and 5-star reviews if you wanted to look at those. So it looks like you have a couple options with a permanent outdoor light as well. You have a 50-foot option with 40 bulbs for $100, or 100-foot with 80 bulbs for $180. Again, you can use that code to save some money if you're interested in purchasing that. But you can control it with your app. Looks like you can program certain lights, certain sections of the lights, but then they also have that remote control as well. Same 2-year warranty and whatnot. Looks like you have a nice rainbow effect here in the picture. You can connect them here on the eaves of your house, or we'll see if there's some other options as we look forward to testing those. We have 50,000 hours of life. Looks like you can operate it in some cold weather. It's very easy to install and so forth. No reviews yet. This is a brand new product. So I am excited to be able to test out these brand new products. So as I said, I have actually tested this one already. I haven't, well, we'll take a look at that here in a moment. Have not tested this one yet, so let's go ahead and unbox this and see what we get inside. All right, it looks like we've got a bunch of zip ties. That fantastic remote control option. Very excited about that. We have a cord. We have some mounting clips, a couple of different bags of those, and our instructions. So the instructions do have a quick QR code if you want to learn about that online. And connect to the app, but then of course you have some manual instructions as well. Looks like several pages worth. Let's go ahead and take this out of the bag and see what they look like. All right, so it looks like you've got the connector piece in the center, and that was very similar with the other set of lights as well. Looks like you just connect the couple of cords here Once we plug it in, it starts flashing. That's the pairing mode. So let's go ahead and pull out the phone and pair this. So I am just going to pull up the Smart Life app. We're going to connect it to the Wi-Fi information, and it is being added as we speak. So it looks like I've successfully added this to the Smart Life app. And if we press around with some buttons here, we should be able to make it do some things like change colors to Iceland Blue or Glacier Express, fireworks at sea. There are a lot of different options. Here we go, late autumn. That's kind of right up our alley with Halloween. Just scroll through some of these. They have a lot of pre-programmed effects. Wow, okay, here's a Christmas. It's an interesting selection for Christmas. All right. Forest Today. Dream of the Sea. That would be great for a pirate effect or something. Neon World. Okay. So anyway, there are a ton of different effects you could do. And it looks like if you wanted to, you can pre-select some color combinations with the touch of a button. All right, so the music app, I think it's going to move along with the music, but I'm not going to be able to play any of those with you here. Looks like you can set a timer function if we wanted to. We can add certain days for it to turn on and turn off. If we wanted to just have it go for a certain amount of time, we can certainly do that. We can create our own scenes here using whatever color we want, whatever sort of effects we want to do, like meteor, and just play around. There's a zillion different options that we can use to make this our own. You can also set the brightness of the lights, either very bright or very dim. I know a lot of this is probably going to be hard to see in the video itself, but let's actually pull out the remote control and see what we can do with that. Okay, so here with the touch of a button, we can certainly change the different colors of lights. Looks like we can make it dimmer or brighter. We can change the different effects. We can turn it completely on or off. We can change the mode, and then it has some favorite buttons if we wanted to favorite anything. So I'm interested to see what this looks like outside, and we'll take a look at that a little bit later. Just one other thing to point out real quick is there are these little clips with a hole in the middle so that you can stick a nail through there if you want to clip these to your house, make sure that they are secure, and then you just take each individual bulb and it will just snap right onto the clip. So that's how you're going to be able to attach them if you wanted to do a surround around your house. So next up we have this multicolor string light, and this is what I was most excited for because when I was thinking about my Halloween party, and if you've watched my videos, you know I like to do my Halloween party there in my driveway, and I thought these lights would be perfect to string across the driveway. And there are a lot of lights in here. I misspoke earlier, I think, when I said that this was the 30 string light version. This is actually a 60 string light version, and there are a lot of lights. So I am not going to lie. This is a challenge to untangle. So if you love Christmas light untangling, this is going to be the perfect project for you. For me, it took about an hour to untangle the lights. Even though they come all kind of tied together in various spots, there's probably an easy way to do it. But for me, it was a bit of a challenge. So it took me about 2 hours to untangle the lights, string them up over the driveway. Let's go ahead and head outside and I'll show you what that looks like. All right, so imagine, if you will, it's Halloween night and this is where the party is happening. We've got tables set up here on the driveway and a carnival theme all around. Going into the garage and out. What's going to pull that carnival theme all together? It's good lighting. So with the touch of a button, we can turn it on and off using our remote control. As you can see here, I've got it crisscrossing the driveway 4 times. The driveway is about 30 feet wide. Again, this is a 60 bulb fixture, and I had plenty of extra room crisscrossing this driveway. Now, if you wanted to put this maybe crisscrossing up the driveway, I think one of these 60 string lights probably gets you about 50 feet if you're crisscrossing, and then a second set might do 100 feet, which would be my driveway for a future option. But again, getting back to the remote control, we have a lot of different options here. We can press the mode button, and that is going to give us some different color schemes. There's different options you can do with flashing or fading lights. Or if you just wanted to do a solid color, you can easily change it from red to green to blue, or if you just wanted a simple white. So if you are not doing a Halloween party and just wanted some fun party lights to light up your party area, you have a couple of different white options as well. And you can change the brightness to make it a little less bright if you want it to be a little more intimate, or really bright if you need to light up a big space. Of course, Tom wanted me to point out you don't actually have to point the remote control at the lights. You can just press the button and it is working as well. But if you didn't want to use the remote control at all, you of course have the application on the phone. All right, we're going to bring up the Smart Life application again here on our phone. Click the Smart String Lights. So here we've got a couple of options. You want the static lights. You have a few different things to choose from. We have warm light options, cool white options. If you want it to be romantic or a date night, lots of different modes here for us to choose from. But if you want it to be a little happier, we've got festival options like Christmas. That's not exactly red and green like Christmas. Halloween is supposed to be orange and purple, but we've got some red blinking lights. So perhaps the options to choose from aren't exactly what's showing on the application. But this Independence Day certainly is. It's got the red, white, and blue flashing lights. We have marquee options as well if you want the lights to chase or flow. Actually, this is chase. Breathe. Scanning. And horse racing. But for our purposes, you also have a customizable option. So I've gone ahead and selected my circus theme so I can have my red and white lights. And that's something that you can do in the little color palette option here. You can select all the lights and change them to a particular color if you wanted to, or select individual lights that you want to change colors on. And whatever you want to do, the Smart app is going to reflect your design with the lights. And again, you have some options to make it flash or rainbow or strobe or whatever you want to do. Once you decide which selection you want, you can hit preview, and that's going to show you exactly what you just designed, and then you can save it, of course, as well. You also have your options to set it on a timer or schedule it, to tell it when to turn on and off. You have a music option that will flash according to the song that's playing in the background, or in this case, with my voice. All right, so for the Carnival theme, we've got the red and white that I customized. And again, if you turn it on, you turn it off, you unplug it. When you come back, it's going to remember those settings. I love that function. Now, we also have the other set of string lights. If we wanted to, we could mount them all along the eaves of the house. Again, it's very easy to do that with the little clips that you nail into place and clip. However, I'm not going to do that, but we do have them around the perimeter of the driveway for this video. So we're just going to turn those on again with a remote control. I'm not sure that this is as customizable that I can make it red and white, but if we just select either red or white, it's certainly going to coordinate with the theme. Or, for Halloween, we've got oranges and purples and whatnot, just to give that spooky atmosphere. But for a carnival, red and white it is. One thing we can do too, if we wanted to run these all like up the driveway or something, you could take those little landscape pins and pin all those clips down in a perfect even pattern so that you have a nice exacting string of lights. But for our purposes, I've just stretched them out and I think it looks fine. This is about half of the string lights, and that has covered half of my little party area zone here. So my one set of string lights, I think, will easily cover the whole area. One thing to remember, though, is that the power source is in the middle of the lights, and then they split out from either direction, so you do need to plan your power accordingly. It was the same situation with the overhead lights. So for my instances, I started it up in that balcony and then ran a couple of these in different directions. But you definitely want to think that through as you are planning your lighting display. But that's a great thing about Novostella. They've got lots of different lighting options for you if you want to explore those for your own displays. I will put a link to their website in the description of this video. And again, you can save 20% on those products using the Happy Haunting code. I will show you right at the end of this video what it looks like when it's just a little bit darker. But that's going to do it for today. Before we go, I did want to say a special thank you to all the patrons who help support the channel. If you are interested in joining our Fright Club, you can check out a link to the Patreon page in the description below. So I did want to say thank you once again to Novostella and thank all of you for watching. Till next time, take care and happy haunting.